Hi, welcome back to another one of our legal videos, and today we're going to be talking about a common problem for a lot of people through my experience, and that's when you own a property and you need to carry out a repair to your property, the dominant land, from what they term as the subservient land, your neighbour's property. But unfortunately, hello neighbour, can I pop round and repair my wall or my fallen tree, something that really does need repairing, and you can't reasonably repair it from your property? Neighbour says no. So what are your options? Well, again, we're back to statutes and rules. So here we are, we've got the Access to Neighbouring Land Act 1992, and this is a civil issue between you and your neighbour, and you would need to make an application to the county court on form N244. What you're applying for, and you just put the act in, what you're applying for and why. But while we're talking about this element, making an application to the county court, if you lose and it's not granted, you will be liable potentially for costs. However, if your neighbour has refused and you win, they may be liable for costs. So you might want to point that out to your neighbour if things aren't going the right way for you. Perhaps there is a compromise. The other thing to consider is, have you got any access rights within your deeds of the property? There might be something there which gives you a right to enter that adjacent land to carry out repairs. The other thing you might want to consider is the Party Wall Act, which is to do with structures like a wall between the house, literally the wall that joins your house, or a structure that joins houses. That's quite in depth, but provided you comply with that, you can get access to repair your own property if it involves structures. If you're looking down that route, or you just want to explore it, have a look at this here. It's an explanatory booklet by the government, and it is quite good, and it'll give you all the details in there. It's been in for quite a while, and it is quite comprehensive. You can see it just goes through everything, what it covers, 3 to 6 metres of neighbouring property. So this might be a way through for you. So you can see that that'd be a useful document for you. So the statute is contained here. There's a URL for the Party Access to Neighbouring Land Act 1992. A lot of people don't even know this exists, this act, but it is there. So just to recap, if you're going down that route, apply to the county court using that form, do it online.
Which form is this one?
N244. Just check to see that you haven't already got rights within your deed. Sometimes it's hidden away there. You've got right to repair and come on the land, and then that might be appropriate to you as well. The Party Wall Act 1996. You'll work it out quite easily what's relevant to you. But my advice, so that's in a nutshell. The Party Wall Act, it won't secure your rights to access your neighbour's land, but it will allow you the right to carry out work on shared structures, provided you adhere to the Party Wall Act 1996. And if there's a disagreement over that, you can appoint a surveyor, and then there's costs involved in that. But read through that booklet, might help you. But my advice, and from experience, would be to try and resolve this with your neighbour. Mention that if you have to apply to the court, that costs might be payable. Nobody wants to get in that thing, because once a application is issued against somebody, you would be applicant, and your neighbour would be the respondent. They've got to reply to it.
Selling the house as well.
Yeah, and that comes up. The other thing is that it's just quite right to be mentioned is that something like this might be logged when they do a local search concerning this issue, and if your neighbour wants to sell their property, or you did, it might have an implication that there's a neighbour dispute and might devalue your house a little bit, so just be wary of that as well. Anyway, I hope this helps you, just gives you an insight to your options. There are 3 options, and they are quite obvious which one applies to you, and you can do this yourself. It's not a difficult process. It might just solve your problem for you. Again, thanks for watching, and we would appreciate if you would subscribe, so there's lots more videos, legal videos going to come out, just pointing, they're more about pointing you in the right direction than anything else. Thanks for watching.